Well, hello there, it's Andy, your lonely libertarian citizen of California. I have a little update about my friend who is going through getting their car registered. And basically, here's what you should do if you owe a fine in California on your car with regard to your registration. They do forgive the fines if there's a hardship. So what I would tell you is if you do owe the fine, tell them you are going through divorce, or tell them that you've lost your job and you can't afford to pay it and you need to get around so you can find another job. And that you need the car because it's a requirement that you look for work since you're on unemployment. And they will let go of the fine. They'll make you pay the fees, of course, but they'll let go of the fine. This is from a friend of mine who is out of work and has recently had to go through that process. And as luck would have it, they won't tell you, the state DMV won't tell you that they do this, but if you grovel, if you plead, and just tell them you're just out of money and you need to look for work, that you're not working, or some other fishy story. Although it may be true, but they will, this DMV will let go of the penalties during this time because they realize that there are a lot of people in the same situation. So maybe, but I wonder how many people that are in that situation have paid the fines. That's of course what I wonder. But so if you're in trouble like that and you need to get your car registered, if you can come up with the cash, go ahead and ask them for a little hardship relief, and hopefully they'll give it to you. So that's a little advice for today. And there is a interesting thing going on with regard to Lindsey Graham, who's the senator from the state of South Carolina. You might remember that state. That was the state that was the state that seceded, the first one to secede from the Union. And then you might remember the Battle of Fort Sumter, which if you ever have seen the movie Glory, that was about that battle. Great movie of Matthew Broderick and Denzel Washington. I recommend everybody see it. It's quite exciting movie. So, anyways, he's having some troubles within his own party. Apparently, he has voted against the wishes of the people, and now the people are quite angry at him. There's one guy on the net. He goes by, I think, American Resistance Movement. I think his name is Jim, and he is quite an interesting character. He makes these videos that look like they're right out of Iraq. I don't know. He's kind of funny guy, but he's got quite a voice. He actually was at a meeting recently, I think on January 12th or 11th, where he yelled and screamed at Lindsey Graham and was hauled out of the auditorium. I don't know, some university down there in South Carolina, but Lindsey Graham is in big trouble, and personally, that's what happens when you go against the will of the people, and his people's will is not the same as what he's been deal making for. And the one thing I find interesting during that little snafu that he had at that college was that he said that what he does is a business, that politics is a business. Now that in his business, the business of politics. So just remember that's right out of the senator's mouth. He wasn't lying that time. He is in business, the business of politics. It is a business. It is not, they don't represent us. They do deals like any other business does. So just remember that the business of politics is deal making, and that's what they do, and you have to wonder what they're getting for all those deals. So anyways, I'll leave you with that right now. Sad times in our country when you find out from the senator's mouth that they're in the business of deal making, not representing you, just making deals.